Thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast. Today we're featuring a 1965 Cobra replica. This is it was built in 2004. It's a factory 5 racing car that was built in 2004, and it's got all new components. There's no donor parts or pieces on this car. It's immaculate. It's got a 302 in it. It's got a Tramac 5-speed racing transmission in it. It's been bored out and had some cam work done. We believe it was dynoed at about 340 horsepower, so it's very, very clean. It's got a little bit, about 4,000 miles on it, 4,100 miles on it, I think. The tires are in great shape. The paint's in great shape. As far as how it was built, I've got a list here I'll go over, but as you can see, it's very, very clean. The chrome, the trim, the paint, all immaculate. So it's a it's custom aluminum racing radiator. We've got coilover Pro Shocks front and rear. It's got the, as I mentioned, the 5-speed transmission in it, the Tramac Racing 5-speed. It's got 3-link rear suspension with a pan hard bar. It's got SFI steel bell housing. We've got it's FFR, so factory 5, the tubular lower control arms. We've got new tri-state drive shaft. It's competition adjustable upper control arms. We have 3 55 gears with traction lock. We have 11-inch front and rear disc brakes with bias valve, 10.5 bullet rims, and then stainless K&N brake lines and brake fittings. And it's got a custom plastic 16-gallon fuel cell and ceramic coated headers and pipes. This was built by an airplane mechanic, and you can see by the rivet work and the finish work. So you've got 3 trays back here. You have access to the fuel cell, the battery, and the oil filter. But as you can see, it's very, very clean. It's been very well done. Gas cap here. It sounds unbelievable for a 302. It sounds like a big block. So you can see the rims, tires are in great shape. You can see the paint, all very, very clean. Pipes in good shape. So there's just a little mark on this front rim here, and that's it. And you know, as dumb as it sounds, I think actually I did that, unfortunately. But the front of the car, I mean, it's a driver, so the paint's not perfect, because we've driven it, but it's very, very clean. So I'm going to open the engine compartment. So you've got locking dual hatch releases here on the engine compartment. So just to show you what the interior looks like. Whoops. It drives incredible. God, it's fast. It's definitely be a great car to take out on the track. It has never been on the track. So there you go. There's your custom radiator up front. We just put a thermal sensor in there. He had just a manual switch on the fan, the auxiliary fan. We put a thermal sensor in there to turn the fan on at 190 degrees. We just did the oil change. We just had it completely inspected. Didn't do anything else to it, but you can see, I mean, just the rivet work and the body work has been very, very well done. So it's got 5-point Simpson racing harnesses. Here's your door panel. Talk about bare bones. So the seats are in great shape. Dash is in great shape. I mean, it's basically new. So I'm going to try and remember all these switches. So this is turn signals. This is your fan. So you do this still, although we put a thermal sensor on it, you still have the ability. This is in the on position. You could manually turn off. This is brights. Over here you have a horn and your light switch over here. You've got hazards, you've got turn signal, and your bright indicator. So I'm going to start this thing up, and God, it sounds good. So hazards, horn, and lights. So, oil pressure, oil temp, water temp, fuel gauge, and voltage meter. An emergency brake down here. I mean, God, that's just Jesus. That's the kind of sound that sets car alarms off when you're driving down the road. Matter of fact, I passed a woman yesterday on the freeway, and as we did, she was covering her ears. So it's, what a beautiful sound that is. Anyways, if you've got questions or want additional information on this, again, it's a Factory 5 kit. It's a 302 that's been very well put together, bored out, and worked on. And then all new components. There's not a donor piece on this car. It was all built from the ground up. Anyways, if you've got questions or want more information, please feel free to contact us. We can be reached at 503-227-2354. Thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast.